Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing a feel good flow. So the perfect flow if you're just wanting to get some energy, perfect for first thing in the morning, or during your day when you just need that energy kick or energy boost. We'll be moving through it. It'll kind of speed up as we go. So if at any time you feel like you lose the flow or just need to take a rest, obviously just jump in your child's pose or any comfy position to reset yourself. And don't stress if you lose your flow. You can obviously just take a rest, jump back in, and take it at your own pace. So let's get started. As always, make sure you're listening to your body and tuning in to what your body needs today. If today your body doesn't need an energizing flow, maybe just tone it down a notch, take a scaled option for our poses today, and just see how you're going. Listen to your body as always. Starting with your hands on your knees, we're just going to start to tune into our body, rolling out our head and neck. Nice and slowly one way, moving with our breath, and then back in the opposite direction. Just starting to wake up our body. Bring your head back to center, and as you inhale, roll your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, setting them down your back. Moving with your breath. Every inhale, drawing them up higher to your ears. Every exhale, back and down. So taking your arms out wide as you inhale, reaching up. And as you exhale, pressing your hands away from you, just imagining yourself clearing the space, ready for your practice. As you inhale, flip your palms up, reaching towards the ceiling, shoulders pulled back and down. As you exhale, push your hands away. Good, let's take 2 more full breaths. Inhaling up. Exhale, press away, clear the space. And 1 more full breath like that. Inhaling, lengthening. And exhale, clear the space. Nice work. Creep your fingertips out in front of you and just take a little forward fold. Think about drawing your knees out to the sides. Taking 2 more deep breaths here. With each inhale, can you reach your fingertips a little further away? Pin your sit bones back. And on the exhale, just relax between your shoulders. Nice and slowly on your next breath, reaching back up, plant your hands behind you, take your feet to the outside edges of the mat, and let's just windscreen work our knees side to side. Just getting some movement and warmth into our hips, and then take your legs to cross over the opposite way. Take a deep breath in, and as we exhale, folding over. Creep your fingertips away. Exhale, release your head and neck between your shoulders. Drop your chest. Just taking a few deep breaths here. Nice and slowly, planting your hands, rolling over onto all fours. And we're just going to find our all fours position, hands planted under our shoulders, tops of the feet, on the ground, toes are untucked. Pull your shoulders back and down and draw your belly button into your spine, switching our core on. As we inhale, let's lengthen our right arm, extending your left leg. And we're not trying to overextend, we're just coming out directly in line, flexing that back foot. As you exhale, elbow to knee, inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, and inhale. Exhale to touch. Inhale to reach, and release back down. Good. Let's take a round of our cat-cow. As we inhale, drop your belly, lift the tailbone, looking up to the ceiling. As we exhale, round through our spine. One more time. Inhale, open the chest, shoulders back and down. Exhale, round through the spine. And find your way back to your tabletop. Spine is all aligned, lengthening out through the top of our head and the tip of our tailbone. As we take our next inhale, left arm reaches, right leg reaches, like you're planting your back foot against the back wall. As you exhale, draw them in, elbow to knee. Inhale, reaching back out, lengthening. Exhale, elbow to knee. One more time, inhale, reach out, lengthen. And exhale, release down to the mat. Let's take 2 more rounds of our cat-cow. As we inhale, pull the shoulders back, lift the tailbone, head and neck to the ceiling. As we exhale, rounding through the spine. Pushing into all fours, drawing your core up towards the ceiling. One more, inhale, open, drop the belly. And exhale, rounding, pushing into all fours, press the ground away. And then tuck your toes, take it back to your first downward dog for the day. Nice and slowly, just start to wake up your legs, shifting side to side, pedaling out your feet and your hips, maybe rocking back and forth slightly. Checking that you're planting into all fours. Planting into all areas of the palms of your hands, every finger. Good. Nice and slowly make your way to the front of the mat, taking baby steps until you find your forward fold. Taking opposite elbows here and just ragdolling side to side. Notice how your lower back feels today and just checking in with all parts of our body before we start to speed up our flow. Just so we can be aware of our body, of where we might need to pay a bit more attention or just send a bit more love or a bit more breath. Releasing your fingertips to the mat. On your next inhale, take a deep breath in, reaching all the way up. And as we exhale, floating back down. Inhale onto your fingertips, extending into your half lift. And as we exhale, step your left foot back, coming into your lunge on your right side. Drop the back knee, untuck the back toes. Inhale, we reach our arms up, keeping our tailbone tucked, so my core's switched on, everything's stacked. Good. As I exhale, I'm going to open into a twist. So my left hand to the front, right hand to the back, and I should be twisting into that bent knee at the front. From here, I'm going to take my right hand to plant onto the back leg and reach my left arm up to the ceiling. You should feel that nice stretch down the left side of your body. Good. From here, returning back to your twist and sweep your arms up back into your lunge. Maybe you sit a little deeper into the hips. This time, we're going to open in the opposite direction, extending that left arm back, right arm forward. And again, let's take it back. Left hand finds the back leg, right arm finds the ceiling. As we exhale, float your hands back to the front, step it back into your downward dog. Good. Bending the knees, tuck your belly to your chest, your belly to your thighs, and hopping to the front of the mat. As we inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, floating them back down, push your hips back. Inhale to a half lift. And as we exhale, we step our right foot back, coming into our lunge on the left side. Drop your back knee, untuck the toes, and inhale, rising up. Good, sitting into your hips, but again, we're keeping everything stacked, so tuck that tailbone, switch your core on. As we exhale, we open towards that front bent knee. So left hand to the back, right hand to the front this time. And take your left hand to find your back leg. Right hand reaches to the ceiling. Can you gaze? Follow that top hand. Good. As we exhale, coming back up into that twisted position. And then inhale, reaching your arms up to the ceiling. Sink a little deeper into the hips, and then we open the opposite way. Left hand to the front, right hand to the back. Right hand finds the back leg. Left hand reaches up and over. Feel that stretch and lengthening down the left side of the body. As we exhale, we windmill our hands back to frame the front foot. Exhale, step it back into your downward dog. As you inhale, roll forward, floating into your plank position. And we're going to hold here for 3 deep breaths. Find that slight tuck in your tailbone, pressing away through your hands. That slight rounding of your shoulder blades. 2 more breaths. Last inhale, and on our exhale, let's tuck our elbows and float all the way down to the mat. Untuck the toes, inhale to a baby cobra. If you feel ready, you can take your hands off the mat, squeeze your scaps back. And as you exhale, releasing back down, plant your hands, step it back into your downward dog. Good, let's take it up a notch. Bend your knees, belly to your thighs, look to the front of the mat, hop, step or jump into your forward fold. As you inhale, sweep the mat, rising tall, reach all the way up, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, releasing back down, hips to the back of the room. Inhale to our half lift, coming onto your fingertips. As you exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back. This time we're aiming to keep the knee off the ground. Inhale, reaching into our crescent lunge. Shoulders back and down, tucking everything, stack the core. As we exhale, we take our twist, left hand to the front, right hand to the back. Holding here, can you sink a little deeper, find that 90 degrees with your front knee. Right hand finds the back leg, left hand reaches to the ceiling. Exhale back into your twist. Inhale, sweep the arms, rise tall. As we exhale, we open the opposite way, left hand to the back, right hand to the front, lengthening, opening our chest here. Left hand finds the back leg, right arm reaches up, feel that stretch, and then maybe we extend through our front leg and take that reach a little further. As we exhale, we're going to keep our legs straight, windmill your hands, and frame the front foot. You might want to step the back foot in slightly. As you inhale, lengthen, half lift. Both sets of toes are pointing to the front of the mat now. And as we exhale, releasing down. Good, find that stretch here. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward. One more time, inhale, half lift. And exhale to fold. Keep pulling that right hip back. Plant your hands fully to frame the front leg. And as we take our next inhale, let's sweep that right leg up to the ceiling. As we exhale, float forward into your 3-legged plank. From here, you might take your full 3-legged chaturanga. Otherwise, you can drop that back leg. If you're taking your 3-legged chaturanga, move with me as we exhale, halfway down. Find that 90 degrees in the elbows, and then flipping over your toes into your up dog. Exhale to down dog. Bend your knees, belly to your thighs, look to the front of the mat, and then hop, step, or jump into your forward fold. Let's take the opposite side. As we inhale, reaching up, nice and tall. And as we exhale, floating down to your fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back this time, coming in to our crescent lunge on that left side. So again, making sure everything's stacked, reaching out of our shoulders, shoulders pull down our back. Inhale, deep breath in, and as we exhale, moving into our twist, right hand forward, left hand to the back of the room, opening our chest towards that bent knee. Take your left hand to find the back leg, right arm reaches to the ceiling. Exhale, back to center, and inhale, reaching crescent lunge. Left hand to the front this time. Right hand to the back, opening here. Right hand finds the back leg. Left hand reaches up, take a deep breath in. And then we extend through that front leg to take it even further. So both legs are straight now. As we exhale, we're going to cartwheel our hands down to the mat, both legs straight. Step your back foot in just until you can find that triangle position. Both toes pointed to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale as we fold. Check in with your hip positioning. And just see if your hips are tilted more towards the right side of the mat. See if you can pull your left hip back, right hip forward. On your next inhale, extending, lengthening through the head and neck. And as you exhale, fold here. Good. Taking one more breath. And then planting your hands. Step your left foot back, three-legged dog, reach it up to the ceiling. As we exhale, roll forward, three-legged plank. Good, holding here. If you feel ready, taking your three-legged chaturanga, otherwise you can drop the leg and take your regular chaturanga. Exhale, bending through the elbows, and inhale, sweeping upward dog. Exhale, find your way back to your downward dog. Take a moment just to pedal the legs back out. Shifting side to side, dropping the chest. On your next inhale, reach your right leg up to the ceiling. As we exhale, draw the elbow in across the body, tapping your left elbow, sorry. Inhale, reaching back up, lengthen. Exhale, draw the knee into nose. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, draw the knee to the right elbow, tap the outside, hold and hover there for 3, for 2, for 1. Step the foot to the outside of the right hand. On your next inhale, sweep your right arm up to the sky and holding here. Take a moment just to sink into the hip. If it feels good there, you might like to take a little twist. Take your right hand to find either the back of your hip, or you can twist it around and just open through that shoulder. Inhale to reach back up and exhale to plant the hands, step it back, downward dog. Moving through your chaturanga, rolling forward to your plank. Exhale, halfway down, flip over the toes. Inhale to an up dog, strong legs. Exhale, down dog. Good, let's take the opposite side. Inhale, left leg to the ceiling. Exhale, we come across the body, knee to the right elbow. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose as we come through. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, hovering our knee behind our left elbow this time. Hold for 3, for 2, for 1, and step that foot through. On your next inhale, reach your left arm up to the ceiling, sinking into the hips. Holding here, that might feel like plenty. Otherwise, taking your left arm to wrap around or grab the back of your hip or your tights and pull that left shoulder open. Inhale to reach back up, and as we exhale, plant your hands. Step your feet nice and wide into our squat. Bring your hands to your heart, and let's take a few deep breaths here. Bring your breath back to center, slow it back down, and just shifting side to side. Taking your right hand down to the mat, and as you inhale, reach the left to the ceiling. Use the back of that right arm to press the right knee open. If you feel like you've got it in you, maybe you take that same twist, grab onto the right thigh, or you can grab onto the back of your pants, looking over that shoulder. Inhale back up, and exhale, hands to heart. Good, you might want to take a little shimmy between sides. So plant your hands, lift back through your hips, and just shift side to side gently. Whenever you're ready, coming back to meet in your squat, hands to your heart, let's take the opposite side. Left hand to the mat, inhale, reach your right arm to the ceiling. And from here, if you feel it in your practice today, you can take your twist. I know I'm always tighter on this side. So either grabbing onto the back of your tights, or you can grab onto the back of that left hip. Inhale, reach back to the ceiling. Exhale, plant your hands, lift your bum, and shift side to side. Grabbing onto opposite elbows And again, we'll take that wide leg ragdoll here. Just allowing your head and neck to completely hang loose. Release your hands back to the mat as you inhale to a half lift. And on your exhale, we're going to flip our fingertips back between and walk our hands between our legs. Take 3 more deep breaths here. Good, walking your hands back to center. Shuffle your toes in nice and close. And we're going to take our last little challenging pose before we move down to our mat. As you inhale, sweep your arms coming into your chair. Sit back nice and deep. Good, holding here for a moment. Taking 2 more deep breaths. And on our next inhale, we're going to lengthen all the way up, bringing our right leg with us. As we exhale, we'll float our leg and our arms back. Good. Coming into that aeroplane position, fingertips reach to the back of the room. Foot is planted, just like we practiced on all fours at the start, pressing it into that back wall. Inhale, reaching up, sweep it through, coming to that 90 degrees with your right leg. Exhale, take it back. Good, stay strong in that standing leg. One more time, inhale, reaching up, sweep it through, and exhale, reach it back. Holding here for 3, for 2, for 1, and release, forward fold. Bend your knees, sweep the mat, inhale into your chair. Holding, sitting a little deeper even. Can we keep our core tucked, our tailbone tucked under? Shoulders pulled away from our ears. On your next inhale, lift and lengthen. Take your left leg up into your stalk this time. And as we exhale, float it back to our airplane. Shoulders pull back and down, scaps retracted. Left foot is planted against that back wall. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, take it back. My foot stays flexed the whole time. One more time, inhaling up. And exhale, push back into your airplane, holding for 3, for 2, for 1. Nice work. Relaxing into your forward fold, just shimming side to side. Good. When you're ready, slowly bending into the knees and just making your way down to your mat, however feels good. Planting your hands back behind you, let's start to slow down our practice. Take your feet to the edges of the mat and just shimmying your legs side to side, windscreen wide. Good. Bringing your legs back together. Giving yourself a nice tight hug into your legs. Tuck your head in. And then when you're ready, taking a few spinal rolls. Making your way down to the mat, massaging out all those muscles along our spine, the backs of our hips. Good. From here, let's take our knees slightly wider and just pull them towards our shoulders or our armpits. And then grabbing onto the outside edges of our feet, taking our happy baby, rocking gently side to side, maybe hanging out on one side a bit, and then the other. Kicking into your hands, take one last long hamstring stretch. And then back into our happy baby. Can you pull your tailbone towards the mat, feel that opening through the pelvis. And then whenever you feel ready, releasing everything to the mat, take a nice long stretch. Deep breath in, extending through your arms and legs, point your toes, give them a little wriggle, and make any adjustments you need to before you can completely relax. Arms by your side, let your legs flare out, and just bring your focus back to your breath. closing your eyes down, and as always, staying here for as long as you need. Like I always say, oftentimes the magic happens in the Shavasana, where we actually take time to just be still and just let our bodies and our minds absorb our practice. It can be easy to switch off when we're busy throughout our flow and our practice, but the hardest bit is actually staying present throughout our Shavasana, where there's not a whole lot going on. Trying to stay on your mat within your practice and really just trying to clear your mind of everything, knowing that right now you're on your mat, there's nowhere else that you can be, nothing else you can be doing. Ticking off the list can often be the hardest part of our practice. So stay there, challenge yourself for as long as you need, allow yourself some rest. And then whenever you feel ready, coming out of your Shavasana. Thank you guys so much for joining me today for another practice. Every week I've been putting up on my Instagram as well what you want to see. So if you have any suggestions, comment them below. Otherwise, come over to my Instagram and there's always a poll up, so you have a say in what the next video is. I can't wait to keep sharing, and I will continue to upload weekly. And yeah, thanks for joining me again, guys. Like and subscribe, and I will see you on the mat next week.